One of the areas where Eastern and Western Christianity are often spoken of as being a bit different to each other is the emphasis in how we describe sin. Typically, Western Christianity is portrayed as leaning into the more forensic metaphors when speaking about sin, i.e. focusing on sin as a breaking of the law, as an infraction on God's justice. Whereas the Orthodox East is painted as more focusing on sin as a terminal illness of the soul, and the church as the hospital wherein that is treated and healed. There is a degree of truth to that portrayal on both sides, but it's not exclusive. Western theology does know something of speaking about sin as an ailment of the soul. That does exist in certain places in Western theology, classically speaking. It's just not front and center. Orthodox theology does have the language of sin as a violation of God's commandments. Or else, what would you confess when you come to confession? The medical metaphor is once again front and center. It's not that either the East or West has language that's exclusive from the other. The emphasis on each side is indeed quite different. The word for sin in Greek, amartia. Amartia is indeed, as very commonly mentioned, an archery term, to be off the mark. Well, the mark is Christ. The mark is the kingdom of God. When you're looking at sin from this angle, it goes broader than just breaking a law or breaking a commandment. Anything that moves you off the trajectory to Christ is sin. So it doesn't matter whether or not there's a specific rule that says, I must not do X or I must not do Y. If this is moving you away from Christ, this becomes sin for you. St. Paul hints at this in one of his epistles where he says, everything is lawful to me, but not everything is useful. He even says, while it is lawful for me to eat meat, if it causes my brother to stumble, I will never do it. And he's speaking about a very particular context, but he's illustrating a principle that is central within Orthodoxy, and that is namely, if the end result of this thing that would otherwise not be sinful produces sin, then it has become sinful. If it moves you away from Christ and moves you away from following the commandments of Christ, it becomes sin to you. A lot of people think that by speaking medically, they're getting a looser and lighter interpretation, and it's just not so. It's actually more rigorous, because you're having to look at the very real inclinations of your soul and saying, is this thing which might otherwise be good and for someone else might be entirely permissible, in my case, is it moving me away from Christ? And if it is, cut it off, pluck it out.